Today I'm going to explain in this tutorial how to install PyFolding on a PC. The first thing we have to do is to click on a web browser and to go to the GitHub page. Once we're in there, we can search for PyFolding. And on the PyFolding page, you can see we have the code. We also have a Wikipedia page, which is where these videos will be stored. And in the code page, you can see there is a setup file which explains how we install PyFolding. The first thing we have to do on either a Mac or a PC is to install Python and the other dependencies which PyFolding requires. The easiest way to do that is to install a program called Anaconda. If you go to the Anaconda website, you can see it's really nice and simple. We can either go to Windows or to the Mac version or Linux version. So let's go to the Windows version. Now there's two flavors of this. We can get one which has Python 3.6 or Python 2.7, and it's the Python 2.7 that we require so that because that is the one that PyFolding has been tested on and we know it absolutely works. So we're going to download this. So I've now downloaded Anaconda, and it's residing in my downloads folder. So let's click on the installer. At the moment I'm just installing it for me, but we could also install it for all users, although as that says you require admin privileges. So I'm going to do it just for me in case you do not have the admin privileges. This is the path that's going to be installed under, and we're going to, if you want to, you can register. You can also add the path environmental variables by clicking this button here. Now if you are not admin, this will not be able to happen. So I'm going to show you later on in this tutorial how to do that without clicking this button here. So I'm going to install, and then we're going to come back in a few minutes and make sure that the installation has worked. So now that Anaconda is installed, let's just check that the installation has been successful. The easiest way to do that is to open the Anaconda command prompt. And to see if Jupyter Notebook will open straight from there. So that looks excellent. You can see that Jupyter Notebook has opened into our web browser, and we can, it all looks absolutely fine. So the next thing we have to do is to make sure that our environmental variables are set correctly so that we can have Anaconda and Python running from anywhere we'd like. So the way we need to do this is we are going to open a command prompt as well, and we're going to use the set xpath command. So the first thing we need to do is we need to close that and open another Anaconda prompt, and we are going to search for the path of both the Python and the Anaconda installation. And the simple way we do that is using the where command. This shows us the path to the Python, and we're going to do the same for the Anaconda installation. As you can see in this installation, I've actually installed this in the program data file for all users as opposed to just for myself. But whatever your path length is, your path is, that is what you need to find. So then we go into our command prompt and we use the set path command. And type out this quite long string where first of all I'm going to put the path of the Python and then the path of the anaconda. Now before I do it, I need to remove that last part there and do that exactly the same for the anaconda and complete. I'm just checking to make sure that I've got the path correct and then just press return. And as you can see, we have now got everything and all set up all the environmental variables. Now that we have installed Anaconda and set the environmental variables to both Python and to Anaconda itself, we can now install PyFolding. So let's go back to the PyFolding site on GitHub and into the setup.md file, and you can see I have written down how to set up PyFolding PC. So we need to go back to PyFolding's main page and then download PyFolding as a zip file. So here is the PyFolding downloaded, and what we're going to do is we are going to open up that zip folder, and I usually put the PyFolding into documents, so just copy and paste, click on there, and what we want to do is just change the name of this to PyFolding. So now that we've got the installation there, what we need to do is open a command prompt. And if we look at the GitHub page, we can follow the instructions to make sure that it works. So I have now downloaded, put PyFolding where I want it to reside, opened up the command line prompt, and now what I need to do is navigate to where I have that installation. And that installation is in Documents. So cd Documents, and then I'm going to cd into PyFolding. And I'm going to set up PyFolding as per the instructions. All done. So now PyFolding should be installed, and we want to test whether it works and how to work it. Now, as it also says in this notebook, the easiest way to use PyFolding is via Jupyter Notebooks. And we've already installed Jupyter Notebooks as part of Anaconda. So all we need to do now is go to here and type Jupyter Notebooks and open it up. As you can see, Jupyter Notebooks opens up in a new web browser window. We can then navigate to Documents, to PyFolding, and in PyFolding we have Notebooks. So as you can see, we've got all the notebooks, and to check that PyFolding is working, what we need to do is to open up the notebook, which is PyFolding test. And we are going to go to the kernel and tell it to restart and run all outputs. So as you can see now, it has rerun all the outputs, and you can see that it has created and simulated a two-state folding protein, simulated it, fitted it, and outputted the parameters. So it looks like this installation is completely working, and this is therefore the end of this tutorial. In the next tutorial, I will be explaining how to use various folding models and models within PyFolding to fit experimental data.